Awesome. So I hope you guys are doing really well today. We're gonna talk about a few things today, just a few things. We're gonna talk about first of all what's happening right now to the market. Yeah, like last week we recommended some trades as well. Let's go back to last week because recap is the mother and sister or brother of what? Of repetition. Okay. Repetition is the mother and sister of mastery of success. So we're just gonna do that right now. Oops. You see my screen? See my screen. Wow, what's going on? Awesome. Cool. So this is kind of last week. We kind of quite interesting. So this is kind of last week. We 6 days ago, kind of last week's as well. It's a bit long last week. We try not to go so long, but because it's earnings season, so it's fine to go a little bit long. So last week we kind of talk about some trades. I don't really know why we talk about trades suddenly. We talk about DR Holton, if you remember. And then we also talk about real estate. We talk about Lena. And then we talk about PayPal. We talk about GBP USD. I think that's all we talk about. 3rd of February here. This recording just on the channel, the YouTube channel. Um, DR Horton. Why do we suddenly talk about this? So let's have a look. So let's go back. So DR Horton. We talk about buying them. Where is DR Horton? This is a home buildings company. So they build homes. I think we talk about them because of interest rate going. Oh, yes. I think we go through market screener. Yeah, I have to go back the recording for a bit. I'm just trying to think about why do we talk about them suddenly. So this is the R Horton. Is a trending up stocks. Is a trending up stocks. Warren Buffett also owned them as well, but he bought it right at the top here. We recommend to buy them last week on Tuesday, just right there. And it went up a little bit and it came back down. Now today it's gone even higher. So we talk about buying the R Horton. I think we go to the company individually, and I think it's because of earning release happens as well. So we're going through individually. We look at the sales of the company where they have more orders compared to historical. Hence, we kind of yeah talk about getting them, and we have students who got in them as well, and make around £1,000 just like that, 1,000 US dollar. So is it okay to get still okay to get in? I personally think there will be a pullback first before getting back in. So this is how things where you couldn't really lose money. Yeah, if you do like share dealings, etc., you're buying stocks like that, you can't really use lose money. You're kind of able to lose money if you do like, you know, too much leverage. But if you don't use leverage, there's no way you're gonna lose money. Yeah, and it's trending up. So buying them at 150 or even lower at the support line, what 15 is quite fine. Because more and more people is gonna ordering homes now. And the next one is what's the next one? Let's see. So well done for what is that? This one. Yeah, the next one is Lena's as well. I think Lena is what is owned by Warren Buffett. I think he bought this, but we recommend two anyway because they are both the same. So yeah, it's around there. Just last Tuesday, right there as well, and it went up quite nicely there. Okay, so that's just theirs as well. This is home builders support line on that. It's kind of okay. I'll give you some conclusion what is best to get in to kind of make a lot of money. But this is kind of like a little bit of defensive. This is kind of like not gonna lose money, that kind. And what else? Let's see. Real estates as well, which is these two as home builders. This is real estate. PayPal waiting for the pullback before we short them GBP US dollar. Okay, let's go. And then home real estate, because we go through individual companies the other day and it looks like real estate companies are rebounding. This is the whole X Vanguard global real estate. So the whole real estate has been going up a little bit. What about the US? Yep, so going. Oh, let's see daily. Yep. So even real estate's been going up a little bit there. I think we talked about it last week if you were here. Let's see what's the best performance. Let's go to maps. And actually, let's go to groups. And then we go to 1 week real estate. Yeah, real estate was the best one last week. Industrial, followed by energy, basic material. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of swapping of the sectors a little bit. Last week also a lot of things happened. Bitcoin was dropped from 85 to 61 and then jump all the way back to 70, which is 68 today. Yeah. And so the question is, can we, no, like, yeah, so that's what happened. So there's a DHI, there's a Lena, some students bought this as well. Well done. Occidental petroleum. We're talking about a little bit of energy stocks. Okay. A little bit of energy. You can do the whole index, it's absolutely fine. You can just do real estate ETF. You're gonna make even more if you do real estate ETF because it's a top performance, and stuff like that. And I would tell you when is the best time to get in this phone call. I also tell you when is the best time to make sure you go into something. So that's kind of what happened last week. GBP against USDs as well. Still think still a down because it is all-time high in the past 10 years. Okay. 2016 and it's going down like that. There's a bit of tricky part where people think, oh, because of China and a lot of different parts of the world not really wanting to use US dollar anymore because they can just sanction like what happened to Russia. They just got sanctioned. And so but pound sterling is all-time high. So yeah, pound sterling is kind of all-time high. So that's just some people short USD JPYs as well, which is very similar. It's also kind of like all-time high like that as well. Yeah, or you can just convert your money. Okay, convert your money from pound to kind of US dollar. And then from pound to US dollar, and then and at the end of March, you definitely have to buy stock. Just write that down for a bit. End of March, you definitely have to use some money to buy stocks. Why end of March? Because let's go to seasonality for a bit. Go to this website and you will see we've got that going on. Where's season? On step 2. Go to my website. Go to step 2. Will just be here. So this is like February time. Okay, we can kind of like turn back a little bit of a correction there. And February time, it has to go to all-time high before there's a drop. So just to let you know, almost every single time, in order for a crash to happen, we do have to go to all-time high. What do you mean? Let me show you some example. Literally every single time, in order for you to want to like if you want any crash to happen, stock do have to go to all-time high. So for example, if I'm just gonna remove all of this, make it a bit bigger. Like for example, this is last year, 2000 February at the bottom, you can see 20th of February. There's a crash down a little bit, which is what we saw today. Fourth, a little bit of crash down. And then it kind of have to touch all-time high for buyers to get in. People, retail traders, a lot of people to get in, reaches all-time high before things goes down. Okay. Usually we do have to reach a level of all-time high. Like here, there's a crash down here. We kind of do have to reach all-time high before it's kind of coming back down. Cash here all-time high. It's very rare you just come down without reaching all-time high. Usually just you kind of have to touch all-time high before there's a correction kind of going on. Yeah, usually that's kind of what happened. It doesn't just crash straight away. It doesn't like this second one doesn't. It just go even higher than the history has ever seen before it come back down. Yeah. So that's what kind of it has to do. This is even the corona time. It doesn't just, oh, like that, or the second drop, let me just crash. No. It kind of has to go to even higher than before the first drop, the higher high before it kind of drop. And usually happens in February times as well. So by the end of March, kind of want to make sure you buy something. Okay. Don't say I didn't tell you. Especially those who've been with me who after the last extreme fear. So you probably haven't got a chance to buy anything. So by the end of March, you kind of have to do something no matter what happened. Because seasonality do say March is kind of where we kind of do a little bit. Even though it's not at the bottom, it's fine. At least you get in some things as well. Okay. So that's kind of what happened. So right now it hasn't really reached all-time high yet. It's just gonna come out a little bit higher here, trapping a lot of people to get in before you come back down a little bit there. Okay. So when it comes down, a lot of the stocks that we recommended, like DHI is gonna go negative, it's gonna lose, Selena is gonna lose, Oxy, all of the stocks usually will lose as well. So this is why I say wait for the pullback and real estate stocks, anything. Wait for the pullback for a bit, and then you can get in there. Okay. So that is kind of what happened. We also talk about cattle. So the reason why we're getting to cattle now, cattle is a different trade. Okay, cattle is not really what we always do. Okay, this is like when you're itchy, you just do things for fun and stuff like that. That's what happened. Because if you do investing in stocks, okay, if you use ISA account, if you use your trading 212, is if you buy stocks, there's almost guarantee. I don't really like to use the word guarantee. I only use the word guarantee if you're investing in stocks. You almost guarantee gonna make money, okay? Because stocks eventually they go up big time, okay? So it's eventually gone up big time. So, you're almost gonna make money. But if you do like Forex, for example, if you short like Forex and stuff like that, that is a probability game. Okay. That means out of 10 trades, maybe sometimes you will lose like one trade, two trades, three trades, something like that. Yeah, so that this is a different ball game. So it's guaranteed easiest way to make money is by doing stocks. And you do have to be patient. Yeah, is you do have to be patient. And I can show you so many, 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 many times. Like Warren Buffett right now, people are throwing stones at him right now. People are writing, you know, threats, death letters at him right now, just like in 2000. So many hedge funds and stuff. I have so many friends. People is like knocking on their doors. People is like, why are you not investing my money? Why are you not investing my money? And because there's nothing to invest. Everything is all-time high. Even though I invest your money like 6 months ago, etc., if you're based in the UK, you are exactly the same positions as people were 6 months ago. you know like that. Like, what's the point? So trading and investing is a very, very different game. It's not a game of the more you do, the more money you're gonna make. Well, the more research you do, you're probably gonna make more money. But it's not about the more activity that you do, the more buying and selling that you do, the more money that you make. Is different. Is not really like that. It's about going to market screener, going to individual stocks, reading what's going on, and then what's good to buy, what's not good to buy, what's the policy of the White House, and take it from there. It's like You know, like right now, energy is really famous because in order to pump a lot of these AI data centers, even crypto mining, data centers, all of that, you need a lot of energy. So a lot of utility stocks has been doing quite like real estate. Real estate, why did real estate do well? Energy do well. Even utility stocks has been doing quite, quite nicely. Utilities and energy, a lot of solar power, we really like solar power. A little bit here, Canadian solar, going out a little bit there. Invesco solar. Solar has been going out a little bit big time. China has been using a lot of solar, but US not so much. So it's come all the way to April and it's coming back, climbing back up nicely. Yeah, energy. And yeah, without energy, there's no AI, weirdly. So we talked about cattle recently because if you go to like, I don't know, where do you find them? Let's see. If you go to news, is it on news? What do we have? First, government ban Russia. Yeah, 6th of February, President Donald J. Trump ensures affordable beef for the American consumer. So let's have a look. So let's read it together one time. 6th of February. Today, President signed a temporarily increasing U.S. tariff quota. So there's no quota for the lean beef trimming. So it's not the whole cattle, it's just lean beef trimming to boost supply and make ground beef more affordable for American consumers despite current supply challenges. Remember that if you trade cattle, if you trade orange juice, if you trade on IG on any platform, you are basically trading the US only. Yeah, maybe some other countries are selling cheaper. Maybe Australia is selling cheaper. Maybe, I don't know, other countries, beef, they're selling cheaper, but this is just the US beef. The proclamation permits an addition of 80K metric tons to be imported from Argentina. So a lot of ranchers, a lot of people from the US, the cattle, and they might not be quite happy. I mean the farmers, the ranchers might not be so happy because the Secretary of Agriculture, because of you're bringing competition into the countries, you're not putting America first. And all of that, responding to lower beef's availability because cattle has been going down really big time. Um, Drought, restrictions of Mexico because of some disease on their cattle. And as a result, the beef prices has been going quite high, big time. United States is the world largest consumer of beefs. The president is taking action to strengthen them, delivering lower costs American while supporting our ranchers. President is fighting every day to reverse Biden inflation. 2000 July, we do the tax cut. October, what is all that? Administration is committed to reduce the risk for cattle producers, supporting new ranchers, ensuring ranchers, what is it? Under the 4 years, signed to stop, announce a suit, uh, lowering costs. This is a bit different. This is a bit different. Let's do another one. Let's click search and let's click beef. Yeah, I think this, which one? Ensuring everyday trade action cracks down. Meat packers. This one, I think, is the same. They changed the word. Did they change the word? It's a bit different the way I read it. Um, Delivering lower cost for American families. Okay. What about that? What's this? Oh yeah, this is a longer one. So they tell you what happened. Um, what else? Traditionally, the additional 80K will be split. 20K will be coming on February 13. and then another 20 come on 1st of April. 20K of beef is gonna come in July. And what else? Shall advise secretary. So the Secretary of Agriculture, okay, let's read this. The Secretary of Agriculture shall continue to monitor domestic supply of lean beefs, and shall advise me on the domestic supply of lean beefs directly competitive combined with the estimate import and such availability. The Secretary shall inform me, indicate the need for further action, shall recommend to me. Um, yeah. So we might indicate a need for a further action and shall recommend to me any additional action I should take. Each department authorize all of that. Any provision is inconsistent. Therefore, all of that. So it's basically allow import of beefs from Argentina to United States just to um lower the price of beefs a little bit. Now, the last time he talked about this time he talked about it in a very secretive way. He didn't come out in a TV. He didn't say anything on the TV. He didn't tweet on the trust or truth. What his social media is. He didn't retweet it. It's just something like that. He just signed it like that. So he didn't really say to anyone. So the price is not moving a lot. And this is the interview. I think it's just 30 minutes before the session starts. I'll try to find it. Um, because a lot of people complain about beefs going very, very expensive for the American people. So, uh, so yeah, he's trying to put it down. And the midterm election is coming, so he's trying to slow it down as well. So that's kind of what happened. Let me show you the last time he did that and why I decided to get into this. The last time he did that is he did it for X in April, and then he did it for he actually did this, he did it for coffees as well. Let me show you. Um he actually did it for okay, let's see. So yeah, in November 14, okay, which is where we initially talk about that. So on November 14, he removes a lot of tariffs for like coffee and stuff. So coffee price has actually been going down big time since then, and it's not so fast. So this is where he announced November, kind of here. You can see that for 1 to 2 weeks, it's just gone sideways before it dropped around 10%. How much is this? So 14 to 28. Wow, 42 to 28. This is how much? 10 divided by 42. 10 divided by 42 is like 20% drop on the coffee price. So coffee is now the same price as a year ago now. Okay, that's coffee. And so a lot of students did shorted this, but got a bit scared because this is the thing about trading. It doesn't go down in a straight line. It going up, 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 scared you big time before it start going back down. It's like this announced here and then came back down. Suddenly there's a pullback to exactly the same position and then come back down. And it doesn't go down straight away. It can go sideways big time. And then weather gets better and everything gets better, it's come back down. Now, cattle didn't go down like that because halfway through, he flipped the chart for proteins. Flip the chart. He literally flipped the pyramid chart. I told you about this before. So the pyramids chart is used to be a lot of bread at the bottom, like rice. Protein used to be at the top, the beefs and all of that is at the top. And suddenly they did like new dietary guidelines, flip the whole chart. So the whole chart was like flipped. So the beef was like at the top now. So a lot of demand and obviously you know, with the droughts and all of that, whatever they talk about, and then it's just gone higher. So this is the interview he did today. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, Let me see if I can find it though. Let's see. This is just like a few minutes ago, if I find it. Do. If you want it to come down, you have to tag him. Let me show you. How can I find it? Let me see if I can find it. Caroline Leavitt. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, just give me a minute. Caroline Leavitt Life. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. Is it now?
See every single person who is out there on television right now pointing to these statistics that were taken out of context by CBS News would not.
The good news is you don't need to know any of that.
Percent of illegal aliens arrested on the president.
How do I show you that clip? Let me think.
Not, so I don't want to weigh in on the president's thinking on that. His initial reaction, of course, as all Americans, is just pure disgust. And
let me go try. Let me try a little bit. Just give me a minute. It's crazy. Where is it? Truth bomb. What is it? Well, someone deleted it. Where is it? Just give me a minute. Most Canadian Bridge. Oh, this one. Let's see if I can find it. I think this is just going on while we are doing this. So let's read it one more time.
President Trump from his agenda because only Republicans were invited.
Oops, not that thing. There's another one.
Nebraska have said they're worried that the Argentinian beef executive order will sideline some American ranchers. How will the Trump administration make sure prices go down for consumers without harming those ranchers? Of course. Well, both things can happen at the same time. That's the president's belief. He wants to see prices come down. In fact, I just overheard him on the phone with Secretary Rollins. They were talking about something different, but he's always saying we got to make sure that prices continue to come down. As you know, Secretary Rollins successfully did that with respect to egg prices. Beef prices are coming down slightly, and the president wants to see that continue. He believes that a minor import to the country with cattle might be a short-term solution with respect to bringing down prices. But of course, protecting our American cattle and rancher industry is a priority for the president, and he's in touch with those stakeholders. We've had them here at the White House a few times in recent months to discuss this issue directly.
So that's what happened. That's like a few minutes ago. So yeah, that's what happened. As a, so it can go up, it can come down and stuff like that, but who no, we can only do probability. But yeah, at extreme fears time, buying stocks is a lot easier. Honestly, it's a lot easier. Okay. And it's a lot more beautiful as well. Cool. So let's get back to it right now. We also talk about some stocks as well. We 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 gone through some stocks last week. Let me just go back to those stocks for a second. So what did we talk about last week? Let's see. So we talk about Palantir. And the reason why Palantir is a beautiful buy because on the extreme field, because of what? Let me think. Because I think the revenue almost double. Okay, so we do a Palantir. What else did we talk about? Let me see. We talk about Palantir. Okay, yeah, it's just that. So 3, 4 commercial. Yeah, the revenue was quite huge, I think. Revenue 7.5. You kind of have to remember this because when you're holding something, when you're buying a stock, if you don't remember why you buy them, you might just sell them. And if you sell them, you're not going to make a lot of money. So you always have a reason why you want to hold a stock. Okay. Um, yeah, you always kind of want to have a reason. So like you can explain to a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. Otherwise, you'll be like, what is that? Why are you buying that? If you have no reasons, you'll be like, let me just sell them straight away. And you might miss out on a lot of things because the biggest mistake is okay. What's the next stock we talk about? Let me see. Oh, we talk about change of sectors, hence we go into real estate. Yeah, that's what happened last week as well. Um, yeah, rather than getting into gold, we go into all of those. Occidental petroleum. Okay. Microsoft. Microsoft was also really cheap. It's been beaten down 30%. Doing an extreme fears is fine as well. A lot of software stocks actually has been getting beaten big time. Let me just see what else we talk about. This is Meta. Meta also very good. Um, Meta, their revenue, I think we looked at it last week. Revenue was probably double. I have to look back. But their expenses was quite high. The expenses also double. Okay. The expenses for Facebook also double. So it's a bit tricky there. We talk about Microsoft. Microsoft, we just to recap back because you have to, this is how things you have to remember. Microsoft, the revenue was quite similar, I think. It wasn't going up, wasn't going much. It's not 30% basically. Okay. So let me see what else do we talk about. Because extreme fears is almost here, so we kind of have to choose some stocks to get in. We talk about DR Horton, Lena, and real estate there. Oh yeah, we go to some earnings release. We go to some like Apple, etc., Visa, okay, etc. So that's kind of what happened. We're going through a little bit detail on a lot of these things. Barrick mining as well. And we're going through some of your homework. PE. Novo Nordisk. Novo. Let's get Novo. I think Novo has been crushed big time. The guidance is going down. Let's type Novo. Okay, Novo. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then break out like that. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bitcoin. When is it that good time to buy Bitcoin? For Bitcoin, the way we look at whether Bitcoin is going to go up or not is actually by looking at volume. So let's put on volume here. So, in order for Bitcoin to be a great support line, which is what happened last time, the volume kind of have to be like at least 200K. If it's not 200K, it can be just a very fake out. Okay? This can be just a very fake out. So the volume that we have right now on Bitcoin 68 might not be a strong one because it's just 150. It might come down a little bit lower. If you can buy Bitcoin below the price of, let's see, 58 would be quite nice. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend to buy Bitcoin actually. I will buy Ethereum or something else because you actually make a lot more. Let me show you, yeah. If you have bought Bitcoin on here, 60, it jumped to 70, you make how much? 60 to 70, 10 divided by 60. 10 divided by 60, you make like 16%? No way. 60 to 70, 70 divided. All right, let's call it 60%. If you bought Ethereum, for example, let's see how much is it. From here, 17 to 21. So it's 4 divided by 17. 4 divided by 17. It's now 23%. Okay, quite a lot. Ripple, so 5% more than that, than Bitcoin. If you bought Ripple, let's see, the bottom was around 112. The top is around 153. 113, 153, 113, 153. How much is this? 40? 40 divided by 112. 40 divided by 112. It's around 35%. Cool. So that's kind of what happened. So when we are at really, really bottom point, when we are really, really at bottom point, you know, and when you have very, very small capital, you can't just buy Bitcoin. You can't just buy SP 500. You can't just buy these big stocks. You actually have to go to a smaller stocks, smaller things. So you make even more, right? You make how much here? You make around 35% now. Ethereum, you make 20 something percent. On Bitcoin, you only make 16%. So you almost make double. But so when is the entry? Let me show you when is the entry point. Um, for the entry point, I actually like to use Bitcoin to find the entry. So when Bitcoin is nice entry, you don't buy Bitcoin, you go and buy the smaller coin. Most people do not know that, by the way. Yeah, most people will not know about this. So that means like people are like, oh, I want to buy now, I want to buy. Let me show you for people who are. This is why I say trading and investing is about being patient. Look, people want to buy here, like, oh, I want to buy. Bitcoin was at what is it? 120. Oh, it's 100. I want to buy 100. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Trading and investing is not about this. It's really, really about being patient. I'm going to tell you right now. It's about being patient. And then when you get in really, really nicely, beautifully, you call it a day. Okay? And every day you make profits afterwards and you don't do nothing anymore. That's how it works. Yeah, that's how it works. It's not about you, oh, let me buy in like November and like October, like buy here. A lot of people will ask you to buy that. And then you're gonna suffer losses. If it is so easy, everyone would have done it. If trading and investing is not about patience, it's about any when I want to get in, I just want to get in, I just get in, everyone would have done it. A lot of people, millions of people buying it here. Actually, a lot of retail traders are buying here. Look at the volume. So anyone who bought it in the past 6 months for Bitcoin, they all lose money. They all lose money, honestly. If you're not losing money, you're very lucky. You're really, really lucky because it's a crash for Bitcoin. It's like 2008, you're not losing money. I was like, what how did you make that happen? In reality, you're being patient and then you buy properties right at the bottom, you buy stocks right at the bottom, and then but in order to do that, you have to be very patient though. Because 2006 and 2007, you saw the movie. Everyone was like, wow, house price going up big time. Wow, everyone is buying. Everyone is everyone is doing all of that. Beautiful shining object syndrome. But the one that sit down tight, put on their seatbelt. Put my seatbelt. Is gonna see things, you know. And we asked Warren Buffett many, many times. I got to see him every year. A few months later, I got to see him again. I'm gonna ask him the same question. Why are you so? Why? How can you become so successful? People cannot become so successful. I'm going to record it first and send to you. Actually, we might have a recording if I find it. It's because of one thing. It's about being patient. It's about that. Patient because when you get in, you wait. You get in one time beautifully. You don't have to do anything anymore. You are done. It's one time only, one, two times. He made most of his money. He made more of his money three times. He in market crash three times. You know, literally three times. All of that is when the big market crash happened. The rest of the time he just played poker. Not poker, he played bridge. Anyway, even poker, anyone who knows how to play poker, even poker is about patience. I just learned about poker recently. I didn't learn it. Someone invited me. I was just watching it. Wow, that's crazy. I thought it's about luck, but it's not luck. A little bit of luck. Poker is, tell me if I'm wrong. Poker is about folding all of your cards until you have AA. and you have AK, KK, JJQQ, and you fold all of your cards. It's crazy. People is gonna laugh at you. It's like, why are you sitting down on this table and you fold your cards? I'm not even a gambler. But poker is not gambling. It's crazy. Poker, people go on tournament for poker, people go on competition for poker. And it's about being patient again. It's about being sitting down, you fold your cards every single time when it's not good. 1-3, you fold your cards. 1-5, you fold your cards. 2-3, you fold your cards. You fold all of the cards until it's KK and this is A. I was like, wow, this is like trading again. I was like, what's going on here? You know? Anyway, a lot of times it's like that. And I wish I knew it earlier. But anyway, so let's talk about what's the best time to buy Bitcoin. So a really, really nice price to buy Bitcoin, I would say is again, is just in March. You make sure you do something, write that down. You make sure you want to do something by March, no matter what happened. No matter how dismal things is. Oh, no matter how scary things is. Yeah, you're gonna have to do something then. Um, let's continue. Where are we? Yeah. So, we have the fear and greed index. When the fear and greed index of Bitcoin drop like below 6 or 7, that's good. Let me show you. Um, go to my website. Let's see. Where are we? Uh, the first one. Uh, where's the Bitcoin thing? Yeah, this one. Oh, it's 9 hours. Crazy. You can see historically usually reaches around, you see, just right at the bottom, just right here, which is just around. Hmm, 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 hmm. What's that? I can't really go to the bottom, but you can see it's around 7 or 6. Okay, there, there. Can't really go to the bottom. It's a bit maneuvering. So we're around there. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, just a little bit more. Back test a little bit. Put this on the map and see when is the actual bottom. 7 will be really beautiful. We are on 9. 9. 7 will be really beautiful. Put a little bit there. Dollar cost averaging, you're absolutely fine. Okay. Now let's come back. That's kind of what happened. National Association, market valuation, all of that. What else do I like? Let's look at Open Insider to see what they are doing recently. Actually, we talked about Palantir the other day, isn't it? You can see this is why important to wait till the extreme fear. Let me see. So this is kind of what happened to Palantir. It went down really nicely, and then this rebound 10%, rebound 10%. It dropped 30% and rebound 20% like that. Very fast. Iron LTDs as well. These are all the things you're gonna how do you know which one to buy? People often ask me, Raymond, how do I know which stock to buy? You have to go to the earning guidance. You have to go to market screener and filter the one with the highest growth. If you want your money to grow big time. Okay? Like iron, a lot of students get into iron. We buy an extreme fear, which is April. Where is it? Here. March, April last year. From 5, it went to like, you know, November time, even here is fine, October time, even around here. When the guidance is not so fast anymore, when things are a little bit overvalued, you know, 5 to 7, probably around 12 times your money like that. Yeah. Crazy. Sorry. 1,200 times your money like that. And this is a very small stocks, but the growth of this company is crazy. Another one, Even Credo is as well, Lumentums as well. You know, if you look at Lumentum, let me teach you how to filter it. Go to Finviz, look at the growth rate of all of this company. Just go Lumentum. Remember we talked about last week, we want to be at least 30%. EPS, this guy is 200%. Next year is 79%. Next 5 years, 98%. EPS year over year is 146. Sales 48. EPS 200. And if you do this at extreme fear, the last time we have a proper extreme fear is actually a year ago. So if you haven't gone into anything a year ago, I would say congratulations. Because your patience is really powerful. So this is 4, it went to 5, also 10 times like that. Yeah, really beautiful like that. Because the growth rate of this company is quite high. Cradle was okay. Let me look at this. How much is this is 263.79. Let's get Cradle. How much is Cradle? Remember, if you want your money to grow, you have to grow. But you can't just buy straight away because this high growing company is gonna fall faster than anybody else. So 336, 37, 98, 951, 221, and stuff like that. So from here like that, the bottom 3, went up big time like that. So 19. 3 to 19, how much is it? 6. Yeah, around 6. 6 to 19? 3 to 19. Yeah. Or 6,000, 600, 6,600 times like that as well. Okay. And when the market crashed more than 18%, we're use some leverage as well. We go on eToro, we put some leverage at 5x leverages, etc. And then we ride it like that. So you 6 times 5, you 30 times, 30 times, 100 times like that. Yeah. So that's kind of what happens. So we're just going to continue to find some stocks. Apprentice is going to know exactly what to do because we're going to do a one-to-one like that straight away. But anyway, so let's go ahead and find some stock right now. Lots of students, aim at a lot of these things. A lot of students go into those stocks, which well done. Now, I just repeat that again. And it's about that. And you never do anything anymore. You buy that, for a whole year, you never do anything. And you just scream with profits every day. So let's talk about homework right now. So what should we buy and sell today? So as I say many times, what are we waiting for right now? We are waiting for the market to go all-time high. Let me show you. We are waiting for the market to go all-time high a little bit, just a tiny bit, and then before there's a coming down like that. Okay, before there's a coming down like that. How do you know whether this is actually the bottom of the market? By looking at the volume. So every time the market bottom, there's supposed to be a volume spike. You see there's a volume spike kind of here. There's a volume spike here, 2.9. So we don't really have like two huge volume spike here. Okay, around 2.8, 2.9. When there's a bottom of the market, 3, 4, people are going in big time. So we don't really have that. So there's a lot of fake outs at the moment. So I told some students who you own some really dangerous stocks, you probably want to cash out a little bit. If it goes to all-time high, S&P 500 goes to all-time high, and if this drop, all of your stock is going to drop 10%, 20%, like how you see Bitcoin is going to drop big time like that. Okay? If you own index, you don't have to sell anything. Index you don't have to do it, you don't have to sell. If you own like ETFs and stuff like that, that's fine. If you own some like crazy high growth stocks, they're gonna come down fast. Okay, so we do it on extreme fears, and it's also very healthy because we're not on extreme fear now. We are at, which is good. I like it. I like to see us being an extreme greed. I like to see us being here. So there's more to fall. If it's already at neutral, there's not much to fall. So that's what I like. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. So um let's look at some earnings release that has been released recently. Um we're gonna go through some homework, like looking through stocks as well, so that you kind of know. what to buy and what to sell when the time kind of comes. Okay? So let's do that together. So first thing we're gonna do is Credo. How do I know which one to do? I do it like this. Let me show you. I look at which companies release their earnings recently. So let me show you. So let me show you very beautifully. It is this one, I think. So this is this week, 9th of February. So we got a few companies releasing today. Robinhood, a big one. It's all very good to own. We might do Robinhood today. All right, very good to own. Lots of students own Robinhoods as well in the last extreme fears. You look at Robinhood, everything is more than 30%. Let me show you. AMD also quite nice as well. Look, it's just nice 30%. EPS a bit drop. If it's dropped to less than 30%, we might not interested in them. But let's have a look today. Let's see if it's 30% today, okay? So Robinhood, lots of students going just right at the bottom here from 30, times 3 times 30 times 140 times 3, 3 times 4 of your money like that, 400 times. Not bad. Even the S&P 500 went up 5% last year. Guys, for UK resident, S&P 500 went up 5 to 6% last year, by the way. If you bought S&P 500 last year, your money grew 5 to 6%. Let me show you. Even though you bought it here, you sold it here, your money actually grow 5 to 6%. Why? Because the currency of the dollar dropped 12%. So even though this went up 16%, you are only up 5 to 6, 7% only if you're not my students. But if you're my students, we ask you what to buy. We ask you to buy the hedge GBP one. So a lot of students make. Let me show you how much they make. They make like this. SP 500 went up 16%, and then the currency went up 12%. They make money from Forex and they make money like that. Yeah. If they buy IGUS, which is SP 500, that is hedge on that. But now you don't really have to buy IGUS anymore because our pound are so high. So we are kind of throwing away our pound. Kind of. Anyway, so I was talking about earning release. Let's go to some stocks. And let's try to find stocks that's interesting. Last week we talked about some interesting stocks like a lot of real estate stocks, a lot of Lena. They've been going quite okay, quite well. Now we're gonna go through some stocks, kind of like what to buy, etc. Okay, Monday they don't really. Oh, Monday normally there's nothing going on. Upwork it's like a fiver. Monday.com used to be quite famous. Let's get Monday.com. Mm, That is Monday.com. It's kind of new company. We got Open Door, Pennon, all of that. Okay. We've got Coca-Cola going on. Let's look at Coca-Cola for a second. This is kind of like a defensive stocks, okay? So wow, it's like that. It reaches all-time high a little bit there. Can we short this thingy? Yeah, you have to go to the guidance. You have to look at how the guidance do in order to short them. Or you can do in your practice account and kind of see how it goes. We have more things to do today. CVS Health is a healthcare. Spotify, AstraZeneca. We have Ferrari. These are all very slow growth. Slow growth. Let me show you if you buy Coca-Cola during extreme fears, how much you make. If you bought Coca-Cola, like in April, extreme fear time, it was Today's 7.6. So you will lose money basically. If you just buy a lot of these like stocks, like 6.6, 7.6, you say, oh, Warren Buffett bought Coca-Cola, let me buy Coca-Cola. 6.6 to 7.6. How much is this? 10 divided by 66. That's 10 divided by 66, like 16% probably. You know, you make like 5%. Overall, you probably like break even, you're not gonna make any money. Why? Because the growth rate of this stock is very low. Coca-Cola. People are not drinking more. 7% growth only is less than 30, what we want. So your money is not gonna grow. Okay? Powerful. I wish I knew it earlier. People pay a lot of money to learn this. We've got Robin Hood. We done that. I want to look at Robin Hood today. Yeah, I want to look at Robin Hood today. Astrolab, very powerful companies. Lots of people bought it in extreme fears as well. It's gonna release their earning just later because this is also 30%. You know, from here, 4, you went to 25 like that. You sell it at the next extreme greed, or you sell it when the guidance drop, or you sell it when the volume spike. So let me show you. Yeah, so volume spike kind of a little bit here. No, the reversal pattern just right there. So from 5, 500 times your money like that. Astrolab, let me see. What is the growth rate on that thing? Astrolab. We have familiarized yourself with some of the name of these stocks, guys, so that you know what to do. So EPS and the thing is, if you can't buy stocks, a lot of students cannot buy stocks. You can just go on semiconductors ETFs and buy these semiconductors ETFs. Okay. And it's the same, and you're probably gonna make more money. So EPS 114, and you're gonna guarantee to make money. I saw 34.58. So everything is more than 30%. Remember our criteria to be more than 30%. Yeah. Cool. So now, so this is the two I might want to look into today. Last week we have some earnings release as well. Let me see what we've got for last week. How do I do this? Last week we've got. Or why are you doing this? Because we want to kind of get ready, For the extreme fear situation, that's what we are trying to do. I'm trying to look for last week earnings. Oops, just give me a minute. Okay, this one. Wow, we've got Amazon last week. Amazon stopped their the Amazon store worldwide. Okay, they don't do Amazon store anymore. In Canary Wharf, you used to have an Amazon store just downstairs. They closed it, shut it down. Anyway, so we have Amazon here Thursday. We have Chipotle. Let me see how Chipotle doing. We have Walt Disney, which we've done Palantir last week. Yeah, it looks quite nice. We done PayPal. It's decreasing. I think shit is decreasing on that. We might do AMD. Lumentum, really beautiful. We might do that as well. I think we done it. Lumentum. Chipotle. Let's look at what's going on with Chipotle. Your burrito company. Like that and then like that. Okay, not much. Lumentum, Lumen, Amdocs, Prestige. Uber. Lily was going up big time. Novo is a healthcare company. Abi is also a healthcare company. Snapchat. Snapchat was positive for the very first time in their revenue, in their EPS. Still, not much thingy. Alphabet is a Google. Alphabet decided to spend a lot of money on investing in themselves, which is very good. Their stock dropped a little bit. Google's Alphabet after the earnings. Let's see. Yeah, just like that. They're already at all-time high anyway. You can see even good news like beating earnings, companies still come down. Good news company comes down. Big things are happening. You can see Qualcomm, and we might look into that. Elf, Elf is a very let's look at Elf growth rate. Some students make so much money on Elf. It's a beauty companies. The growth rate are 8, 17, 40, 35. Let me look at Elf. It's nice to familiarize yourself with some of these companies. We're not going to do Elf. This is not a growing company. It's like less than 30%. You can see EPS this year -8, EPS next year 17, and then 7. Not nice. Iron. Okay, we're gonna do irons as well. We got Shell. Shells, I think. If you want to know how energy stocks are doing, if you own some energy index, energy ETFs, you want to know how energy stocks are doing, going to Shell is quite good. They tell you whether the oil is gonna go up or down. Esther Lauder, also very famous stock. Esther Lauder. So quite high growth stocks potentially from here 5 to 12. Let's look at Esther Lauder. How much growth rate this is? 47, 34, 34. Okay, the sales is increasing, the EPS is increasing. Potentially, it's with defensive stock, household, personal products. Okay. And Iron, Roblox, Reddit also quite a good thing as well. Affirm. Lots of students also own them. Barrick Gold. Let me look at Barrick. This is a gold company. Like that. Centene Biogen. Under Armour. Lots of students told me about Under Armour. They turned positive for the very first time. A lot of people found Under Armour as well. Well done if you found it. It's a turnaround company. Wow, a lot of companies to look at. Okay, let's do one by one. Let's do one by one. What is that? Let's do one by one. Basically what we are looking for, we just want to look for that the guidance improves like never seen before. And if they improves like never seen before, that could be our buy during extreme fear time. That's what happened, okay? So let's go into them a little bit. Oh, Tyson. Tyson is a beef company. Rambo's also doing quite well as well. Too many guys, too many to look at. Okay, let's select a little bit. Rambus, lots of students get into Rambus during the last extreme fear as well. From here, the bottom, April, went to 12, 300%. Not bad, not bad. PepsiCo. PepsiCo and Coca-Cola very similar. Let's look at PepsiCo. It's a very defensive company that's not growing. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Merck, Pfizer, Eaton, ABT, Gardner, AMD, Cheapo. Okay, I see. Okay, let me look at some questions first. I missed the last week and I have a recording. Facing delay, internet issue. We talk about Duolingo, Netflix. Hi, we tried to do guidance, but it was difficult. No guidance, I could not see. Okay, let's do it, Barry. QQQX, are they good to buy now? Not now, an extreme field, Bruno. Do you show all the time as well? Only wait to come down. Mickey, I wait for it to come down is even nicer. Yeah, guarantee way to make money is by buying. Bitcoin 69. Bruno, but when can you know it's cheap? What type of account should I open? ISA and 212 Roblox. Okay, Roblox also very, yeah, it's been going up big time. Cool, let's go. Since Barry asking about iron, we're gonna do iron. So let's do iron. Let's remove a lot of these so that it's not lagging us. So iron LTD. Let me start investors as well. Ooh. Let's click on that. Okay. This is a presentation. Remember, there are three places they will put it. So, because we are going to here, so let me, for those who are new, Iron LTD, if you don't know what that is, they're going to tell you. They secure a contract with Microsoft at less than 6% interest rate. Strongest consumer demand today, multiple advanced negotiation, deliver around 3.4 billion. These are all in the past. We're just reading for fun. So they're waiting a lot of money from Microsoft. All of that. Real asset, real capability. Iron operating platform, competitive mode, secure, and all of that. Platform positions, 3C, capacity, customers, and capital. First one, capacity, vertical integrated AI cloud. Iron develops, build, operate. Proven track record, all of that. Execution, power, portfolio, expanded customer. Availability, Q2 final year result. So this is Q1, this is Q2. Some people be like, why is the Q2 lesser than that? Sometimes it can be due to season. Net income was losing, the 662 losing, 91.75. We'll have a look about this later. Transitions shift. Okay, the shift from Bitcoin towards AIs. Hence, you see some losing. But it's about their guidance. Result include all of that unrealized losses. Yep. The result's been losing because they shift from Bitcoin mining to AI cloud. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Finances secure 3.6K secure from Goldman Sachs. They borrow some money. People do borrow money anyway to invest in themselves. Very normal. Capacity Q&A. So assumption, page 4, all of that financial statement. You're right, there's no really a guidance going on here. So let's try our best to see if we are able to find anything. Iron, LTD, earning transcript. February 2026. So let's click on that on Motley Fool. See if we can find those. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. GBU analyzed total decline. Consumer full transcript. We extended, we secure. In addition, we see strong, we strengthen, broaden, vertical capacity can result in. Reflect back, there was a resulting non-cash together. We recorded, we have now secure, diversify, of course. Looking ahead, a key priority will be all of that. We include all of that valuable long term. We do all of these things, recap our strategy. Q3, we secure. I'm just trying to look for guidance by looking at the present tense. So it looks like we might not have guidance here. Okay, just give me a minute. Look at my phone a little bit. Um, let's see. Let's see. Iron LTD. Do 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 do. Let's see if they give any guidance. Interest rate last quarter. Okay, one more time. Guidance. Do 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 do. Some companies they don't give guidance. Like some banks, Bank of America, they don't give guidance as well. Mm, Comment controls. Sometimes you can type the name of the company and put it on Twitter. See if you're able to find those. They might be able to find things a bit faster. Okay, cool. So if there's no guidance, we then just use the past result to see if we use the past result a year ago and now, and how much is it? Yeah, there's actually no guidance. That's weird. Yeah, you kind of have to like, if there's no guidance, we kind of have to understand a little bit, and plot it for the future. But let's see. Revenue growth, all of the total revenue, take away. Revenue growth for the quarter. What about year to year growth? Losses, what's currently under contract? Less than 6. Okay, let's do that. Cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find out the numbers now and the numbers a year ago. Okay? Because year over year we want to be 30%, remember? Your salary this year and salary last year has to be 30%. So that's what we are trying to do. Press result. Okay, let's click on that. So this is February. Let's go to last year. Gonna have to open the whole thing, but I'm just gonna open year to year. So let's see. This is a quarter to quarter. Okay. So news release, February. This is the latest one. Management strongest with more than we are building result, all of that. Okay. So 3.6 financing. Total revenue full year. This is only Q2. I kind of want the full year. Okay. Total revenue. This is a quarter to quarter. Okay, we kind of want the full year. Let me see. Where can we find the full year data? Market screen. Let's go back to our market screen and type Iron LTD. Iron LTD. We are doing this because this is one of the high growth companies. So let's click on name of this company. Is it Iron Spa? Sometimes they change your name to Iris Energy. Iron Ltd. Where is one? Is it? Oh, can't really find this company name. Yeah, this one. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go on financial and income statement. So we want to go for the quarterly. So I think that's what we've got. The latest one is 185. So we want to compare what they say, whether it's correct. So they say 185, 184.7. Okay, this is correct. So the revenue is 184 for this particular quarter only. And the whole year, you kind of like add all, so 184, 240, 187, 145. Whole year has kind of 4 quarters, so you kind of plus all these together and compare to last four, and you ask yourself if it's more than 30%. So it looks like it's a lot more than 30%. So it's still a growing companies in terms of year over year wise. Okay. So if you don't understand, just go and annually you can see it. So now it's 764, last year is 781. 764, 283, almost 3 times, 300 times. So if you go to Finvis, type Iron Ltd. Um, the sales, maybe they haven't updated yet, but it's around 190. Should be 3 times. But there we go. So that's total revenue and the EPS 133. So there's all more than last year. So that's kind of okay. Yeah. They're all more than last year. And you can find the brother and sister of these people. Who is the brother and sister of these people? Let me see. Iron quotes, financial segment. Valuation, cash flow, financial business segment valuation. Anyway, so if I'm gonna compare Q2 and Q2, which is here, we can't really compare quarter to quarter anymore. Because they change. Basically, the reason for the drop, as you say just now, they used to mine a lot of Bitcoin and they decide to stop mining although this Bitcoin, throw away the machine for the Bitcoin and get into AI. Hence, things drop a little bit. And Bitcoin also dropped recently as well. So they kind of drop a little bit there. So yeah. So the thing is, during extreme fear, a lot of these growth stocks, they were just gone up as well. So same thing with Ethereum and same thing with Ripple. So they were just gone up. So that's what happened. When SP 500, when the stock goes up, most of the time things are always going up. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to make sure we go up even higher than 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 the SP 500. Okay. So it's still okay. Still okay. We will, yeah, still okay. So it's just that if you can't find things that is if you can't find things that with guidance, you look at the past data. Okay, a lot of banks using a past data. Warren Buffett just used the past data, so I'm gonna write that here. Iron Ltd, quarter to quarter drop how much? I think it's 30%. 60 drop 30% on their revenue. Okay, on EPS and revenue, because they swap from Bitcoin mining to AI mining. Just read that a little bit and you understand. And however, the year to year are still around 300%, growth. Try to find out the future growth, and read it carefully. Okay, read it carefully. Put it around Twitter, you will find it. Some people is gonna talk about them. Some people have done the analysis already. Cool, awesome. That's what happened. Yeah, for elite students, you can use that strategy. Cool. So what I'm gonna do now, we've done Iran. There's no guidance. That's okay. A lot of people talk about Under Armour. They were buying Under Armours as well. So let's look at Armour. Under Armour. Under Armour is a very special one because I think one of our students done it on Market Screener. They found it. Well done for finding it. Really, really good for finding it. Let's see. Under earning guidance raises fiscal outlook. Okay, let's look at this. Updates on buyback announcement announced on May 16. Let's read what they say. The company has purchased 0 shares from October. With this, company has completed repurchase representing 40. Okay, so they finished their buying back their shares. Okay, let's read this for a second. Now anticipate 0.1 up from previous 0.03. Anticipate to be in the range of 0.1 up from the previous 0.03. Okay, so a bit up. 1 quarter left. We updated expectation towards high. Okay, this is just 1 quarter left. Revenue decreased 4% of the year. Previous guidance decreased 4 to 5. If you want to buy things, you want to buy things growing. If you're going to buy the extreme fear, let's see how much is the growth rate. It looks like -5, -4. Under Armour is a clothing company. I'm not big so fan. I'm not so big fan of clothing company because people change their clothes like that. You can't change your Visa card, MasterCard, Amex like that. You can't change your Apple phone just like that. But clothing, you can change it like that. So you can see the EPS growth is negative. EPS is 66. We can't buy this at extreme fear. You're gonna lose money. So extreme fears, you can see April was here, and eventually it just keep coming down. So we don't do this. But well done for finding really, really good. I love that. I love that. It comes from really experience to know each of these companies actually, and knowing what to look for. So what I want to do is I want to look for Amazon for a bit, okay? Just very for fun. Amazon is 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 a second is also quite cheap. Let's see. It's also quite okayly cheap. The growth is only 14%. Sales is only 24%, so it's not huge enough. Net sales only 12%. AWS growing 24%. That's okay. But we're not gonna be rich buying this. Let's get the guidance for a bit. First quarter is 173 grow 11 to 15% compared to the first quarter. We're not gonna be rich when the things grow 11 to 15%. Let me show you. If you bought Amazon, yeah, and extreme fear, how much money you're gonna make. When it grow at 11%, 13%. You bought it here, let's say April, which is what's price? 1.5. It changed to 2.4. 1.5 to 2.4 is like what? 30%, 40%, 1.5, 2.4, 50%. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Not the best. You're not gonna achieve nothing. So the price is here. So during extreme fear, people buy Amazon. We wouldn't buy them because it's not a good, it's not a good thing. I'm just showing you some examples. Strategy. You know what? Micro strategy is insane. They go down so much and they go up so much. So if you don't have any crypto buying platform, if you don't have like Coinbase or Binance, You should have Coinbase. If you haven't got them, if you want to buy individual stocks, buying this BNMR or strategy are quite fine. Let me show you. Look at Bitcoin here. If you bought Bitcoin in extreme fear, how much you made? Let me see. If you buy Bitcoin in extreme fear, where is it? Yeah, you would have made 676 to 1 2. Okay, you make 80% of your money. Okay, if you buy Bitcoin during extreme fear, it's okay. And if you buy micro strategy in extreme fear, let's see what's gonna happen. MicroStrategies is the person who bought a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, it's a company that who bought a lot of Bitcoin. So if you bought that, yeah, where is that thing? Oh, it's just there. From here, which is it's okay. This is like 2, and then you went to like July time, extreme greed time, which is 4. 2 to around 4. So you make 100% of your money. Okay, slightly more than whatever that is Bitcoin. But if you bought Ethereum, guys, if you bought Ripple, you're probably gonna make more. Let's look. Those students own a lot of Ethereum already. So if you bought Extreme Fear, which is 1 4, it went to like in July time, 6 months, 3 months, 4 months time, what is this? 1 3 to 4 7 300 times. That's quite nice. Ripple. Let's see Ripple. Ripple probably a little bit. This is 1636. 1636. This is also 2.5. Okay. Ethereum is nice in that situation. Cool. So that is for rather than buying those companies, it's better to have Bitcoin and Coinbase. Roblox. Roblox. Remember when the market crashed more than 18 or 20%, we can use leverage. Yeah. Now I'm not even talking about leverage, but when it crashed more, we can use leverage. 5 to 13. That's okay. What happened to Lena? Lena is about buying. Yeah, it's buying. Last week we talked about Lena. Lena is for buying, isn't it? Because the orders increase. Yeah. Real estates and all of that are buying. The only one shorting is just Robinhood. But it might come down. It might come down, and you can get in a break even or a small profit if you accidentally shorted it. Anyway, let me see. Do I hold all my ETFs? Should I sell some? Not sure what strategy. Um, what I recommend you to sell at the profit every single time. Yes, sell a little bit, and then buy back a little bit there later on. Yeah, whenever it goes out a little bit more, you can sell at the profit. Especially when those commodities keeps going higher and higher. Yeah. Mm. A little bit by little bit. You don't have to do everything. You can do a little bit by little bit. For a lot of my index, I never sell them. Cool. So we were talking about a firm. I want to talk about firms as well. This is also quite good. So okay, let's go a firm just real quick. A firm is pay now, buy later. A firm investor. Let's see, guys. A firm buy now, pay later, which is this and this. Shareholder letter. They are doing 36% growth in terms of volume, revenue 30%, revenue 29. This is like Klarna, buy now, pay later. A firm car affordability highlights. It's quite interesting sometimes, to read things like that. I'm not just joking. Total revenue, EGS operating income, operating revenue 30%, operating credit quality, net charge, funding, outlook. Okay, let's look at this. What is this? Financial outlook. 11, 12, fiscal 48. That's very good. So let's get last year. Q2. Shareholder letter. So the outlook for last year, if they make it so clear for us, it will be beautiful. So last year was 34. Now the new year, 48. How much is this? 14 divided by 38. 14 divided by 38 is 36%. Thank God. 38, 48%. Okay, so it's more than 30. But let's look at revenue. Revenue is more important. It's billion. This is also quite important. 4, 3. So it's 30%. Okay, 1 divided by 3 is 33%. Revenue less transaction. Revenue less transaction. 1.42. That's not so high. Operating margin 22. We want the operating margin to increase, which it did. 336, 323, 351, 341. Okay. Still more than 30%. So, how do we know whether this is a good? It would be nice if something it has never happened before. So let's look at even last year. So even the growth might slow down, which is normal, but it's still more than 30%. So that's still quite okay. So look at the growth last time, yeah. So let's see if the growth slowed down. Remember last year, let's say you get more salary, you'll be like, okay, you double your salary, but the year before you will triple your salary. So you'll be like, what's the point? So this 5.8, 2020-24. Okay, there's no full year. They didn't give full year, so it's not very precise. You kind of have to draw everything one by one. Yep. Or you can go to market screener and look from there. Let's go to market screener. What is this? Affirm, buy now, pay later. And we're gonna go to financial income statement. So let's go to quarterly. This is all in the past, but we're just trying to see how things looks like, see a pattern only. So revenue 300, 260, 322, 321, 457. Wow, there's a huge jump here. Buying this is really nice. 38, 457, 479, 629. I think this is today. Anyway, 629. Okay. It's quite a big jump. 629, and they're expecting how much next time? 629. They're expecting 970. 629, 970. Yeah, it's quite a big jump as well. Let's see if it is correct. This is Q3. Q3, that means next month. Now is Q2. They're having revenue of 629. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's right, but total revenue 11 billion. This total revenue was around 11 billions as well. How do you know the numbers now? You can look upstairs, which is here. The numbers now is the revenue is around 10.1 billion. Revenue 866. Why does it say different number? 866. Where is it? It's 866. 494 is 494. 4219. A bit 80 net income. Net income, how much? I'm not sure it is the latest one. Anyway, total revenue like that. like that. 1.12. Yeah, this is what we saw, 1.123. And then it says here 1.123. Yeah. So we got that. Can you see the pictures is the same? The top one, 1.123.019, 1.123, 123 like that. Okay, that's a revenue. That's on the top. Operating income 117. 1123. Oh, this one 1123. They changed it to 1.12. The 3 is at the end, you can't see it. Okay, teaching you how to read financial statement on another website. Operating income 117, net income 129, and all of that thing. Anyway, we just want to see whether it's 30% year over year. And it did look like, so you have to kind of like plot it a little bit. Now it's 6, now it's 1.12, isn't it? 1.12. You kind of have to visualize it a little bit. Okay, let's look at another paper, which is going to be from shareholder letter result. Let's go to the result. Historical financial information. Let's see what's that. Earning infographic. Let's see. Okay, this is what they are saying. What is this? This is a real report. Convincing. What are those? Q4 by the numbers. This is August. Okay, let me see. Okay, we are talking about this. So I'm gonna click on that, and potentially that. Let's see, okay. February 5th, PDF version. Nothing here. They don't have a press release. Shareholder letter earnings supplement. Wow. So the growth you can see here, oh, this 36. Last year was 35, so it's growing a little bit. But this has already happened though. Q2 is already happened. We want Q3, 23, 23, 20, 20, 30, 47. Revenue. Last time was 47, now 1127. Business highlight. It will be nice for this to be even higher than one before. I will show you some stocks that are higher than the one before. Gross merchandise, 36%. A firm direct to consumer business. Partnership, active consumer, all of that revenue. 30% growth from here. Q2 to Q2. Well, what we want is the guidance. So we have to plot our own guidance, which they gave us already. We still have to plot it around and calculate if it's 30%. Transaction cost. I think this is just nice 30%. Let me see. Finviz.com. Let's type a firm. So 658,155. The revenue is what we look at just now, 32, which is around 30%. Sales and revenue is the same. If you're confused, 59. Okay, cool. Yeah, a lot of students bought it at April time, which is around 30, and it went to 90, 300 times your money like that in 6 months. A firm holding. Okay, interesting. So, we're gonna plot the one now, the guidance, just to see if it is beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna open all of that. Open the shareholder letter, open shareholder letter, Q2, last one, Q2. just to see if it is beautiful. Now, let's go to compare like you how you compare a salary, yeah. That's the easiest way how you can compare. Okay. So that's the outlook. Okay. So they're talking about Q3 next time gonna be 11 and 12, but the total is 48. Okay. And and before I show you that, this is second quarters as well. This is first quarter. This is last year. I mean last quarter. More than 47.5. 48. They keep increasing their guidance. 8.4. They use a different metrics. It was like revenue. 8.4 of GMV. What's GMV? 8.4 of that. So 14 times 8.4. Wow, you want me to calculate like that? 14.3 times 8.4. 4 million.05. Okay, it's also increased a little bit. So, and then 4 more than 7.5, more than 27.1. Okay, so everything increases. The business is not going down. Okay. And the growth rate might slow down a bit, and that's normal. Big companies, they cannot keep multiplying like that. You know, like Bitcoin cannot multiply so fast compared to Ethereum, for example. You know, Amazon cannot multiply so many times because it's already huge. So this is fiscal 46, 47, 48. Okay. Let's go to the one before. Was 35. So 35 jumped to 48. That's 30%. Okay. So that's okay. So it's still more than 30%. And if we're gonna go really, really, really precise, I don't think so. We need to go into that. Basically, you just have to know, you know, you can go for another one more year. Let's go for one more year then. You don't have to do so precise. You just have to see, okay, if it's more than 30%, then you'll be like, okay. If you found yourself going too precise into the growth, um, maybe you should skip that stock because um Warren says sometimes you know you can eyeball it, you can feel it already. If you have to take a pen and paper and do all this calculation, that's not a good stock because it's not obvious. It's not obvious buy, basically. Yeah. So let's look at the whole year. A full year outlook 25. Okay, 2024 is 25. And then 2025 is 35. So 25 to 35 is 10 billion increase. And then now 47 billion increase. So that's okay. So a firm is still okay to do it at. Just gonna write that here. I think I'm going to have a note, otherwise I'm gonna forget. How are we gonna write this? I'm gonna write it like I take a picture actually. Yeah, you can. Some people don't know how to take a picture. I'm going to show you how to take a picture. So you can click Control. Let me think. What should I do with this? Just put a note. Year over year is still 30%. I think that's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Year over year is still 30%. That's it. Okay, let's do this. So before was 35. 2025 revenue was this, and 2026 guidance whole year is uh that. It's about that, as simple as that. So it's around the 8%. Okay. Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is not guidance, so we just take the current figures. It is guidance. This is guidance. Look, outlook. Yeah, very good. If they don't have the guidance, yeah, we take the current figures, but they have, so that's fine. So that's good. We done Affirm, ConocoPhillips, Bristol Myers, all of that is okay. I want to do Reddit actually. Let's do Reddit. Reddit Investor. And let's click on that. Wow, another 1 billion share buyback. Okay, let's make it bigger. So we click on that, and then let's do another one. February announced full year. Let's click on that. Let's compare year over year, you know. So what do we have? Let's read. So this is the latest one on February 5th. They have 19% increase. It would be nice to be 30. The revenue growth 70. That's huge. Revenue growth 69, huge. Even quarter to quarter growth 35 is quite huge. One quarter is already meet our expectation already. Today announced full we entering new era, sharper global product innovation and all of that. Total revenue 70 year over year, gross margin 91%. That is freaking crazy. Because they're not even hiring people. All of that adjusting free cash flow, basic material, diluted full year 69, gross margins 91. Wow. Free cash flow 684, an improvement of 468 a year ago. That's insane. So the net income is 500, improvement of 1 million from the previous year for the full year. So they make 500, they make 500 million. And how many goes to the free cash flow? Almost half of it goes to the free cash flow. Look, they make 530 million, okay, in 2025. Last year was 468 in their free cash flow. Almost half of this money has gone to free cash flow. Wow. Anyway, let's get the outlook. It's all of that, no guarantee. I like this. I'm gonna copy this. It's no guarantee future performance. This guidance is subjected to risk and uncertainty that could cause result to differ, including risk factors. I like that. I'm gonna put it there on everything I do. As we look ahead, we shall internal. First, we estimate revenue 59 adjusted to, just like that. They give us two sentences and they want us to do everything. Let's look at the transcript of this, okay? Because I find this interesting. Lots of students own these stocks as well, and they make a lot of money as well. Let's see. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to news. Okay, go to financial, and let's see whatever they are drawing. Shareholder letter. Transcript. Let's read it a little bit. AMA. What's this? AMA is like investor talking. Excuse me. 69, 91, all of that strategic update. Okay, they purchased 1 billion. Is this the first time we will have a look later? Okay. Login 29, 28, 78, all of that. 19. 19 is a bit low. 70. Dear, this is a breakout year. We surpass our both targets, build real momentum. We crossed 2.2 billion, all of that. None of this will be possible. These numbers. Oh, what's going on? We're operating fundamentally. Redis removes human to simply more. One of the reason product, all of that. Next, we make all of that AI involve focus, the thrill, Maria, all of that. What is this? 19% growth year over year. This is low. But let's see, evolving search, growing, advertising, monetization, decrease cost per click. They make money from advertising. 70, 42. financial outlook. Just like that. Nothing else. Okay. Cool. Um, earnings call. Let's read it a little bit then. Not necessary outgo. You kind of have to know a little bit of the company so that you have the guts to hold it. Otherwise, you might be scared. It's like you go into a room that's dark. You can't know. You don't know nothing. Um. Second team advertiser shopping, all of that. Okay. In your time, you can read this. It's quite interesting. Yes, we repurchase our shares. We buy 1 billion shares. When is it gonna spend to keep 1 billion cash? To switch, we're now share reporting. When are you gonna buy their shares? So if you're not buying, they're gonna buy using 1 billion of their money. If you're not buying the stock, they're gonna buy using 1 billion of their money. Turning the outlook. First quarter EBITDA. Oh, they have more outlook here. To Q4 expenses. We also share full year stock-based compensation expenses. 18%. Thanks. We'll take a couple of questions. That question is also your question. Okay. Cool. So that's what is this? Full year, quarter, full year. The outlook is there. Okay. So let's compare now. Now we understand one. In life, we cannot just understand one. We have to compare. So let's compare a little bit now. Okay. Let's do some comparison, guys. So how are we gonna do this? Let's do the easiest way, which is open all the earnings release. You need to compare the salary, isn't it? Like that. Just open all of that like that. And just seeing. Let's say this is a new company. So let's see. The first quarter revenue is 595. So what you can do, you can go to last year, first quarter straight away, because it's an advertising company, isn't it? So advertising is a quite seasoned thing. So last year to this year, see where it's 30%. If it's 30%, you buy. If it's not, you don't buy. As simple as that. So this is what? February 5th. So you go to last year, February here, 2025, and you compare. If they give the outlook. Okay, so revenue is 360. Today they are 59, so almost double. Okay, almost double. EBITDA 80 and 210, also double. So yeah, you're gonna double your money. So let's go to here and let's type this thing a little bit. Now, so what are we looking for when we plot the plot? We are looking for a huge increase. If you want to put more, huge increase. So 50, 41, 41, EPS 269. Okay. So let's look at if it's a huge increase. Yeah. So this is what? 600 and what? 655. You can see it drop a little bit. You can see it's a pattern. Because of Christmas, people advertise more. Now people advertise less. This is 535. This is 410 and then 360. Let me show you a pattern. And then 385, 290. And this is the first year. 24. Let's start again. Yeah. 24, 29, 38, 36 is the first quarter always drop. 41, 535, 655, 595. That's it. So it dropped from 655 to 595. Last time it dropped from 360. Sorry, last time it dropped from 385 to 360. 25 million drop. Now it's a little bit bigger drop, but year to year is still okay. Yeah, still okay. So if you bought an extreme fear, which a lot of students did, you would have made from here, which is how much? Let's see. From 7 to 25, 7 times 75, how much? 400 times. No, 3.5 times. Not bad. Okay, so we've done that. So I'm going to write a note here. The growth was from here. Just copy this. And the previous one was around here. Okay, I would love to continue more, but we haven't got the time. So I have to look for something to short first. So let's go to market screener. But you know what to do. It's quite simple, isn't it? You basically just look at this year and last year and see what is 30%, as simple as that. Yeah. So let's go all news and let's look for things to like short, etc. It's quite easy, isn't it? So let's go to topics and then after topics, we go where? We go corporate finance. And then you look at guidance decreases, profit warnings, and stuff like that to see which one is super bad. Wow, there's a lot of companies releasing earnings, guys. If I change just this, what's gonna happen? Okay. Okay, let's see. 9th of February. Today is okay, there's a lot of companies. Let's try our best. So Central's revenue guidance set. Let's get the guidance of this. So we've done all of that. Let's remove all this. Central's revenue expect 425. Last time they expect 479. Okay. Okay. It's an energy sector. That's fine. Lyft. Let me see. Lyft isn't like Uber. If you have done Uber, you will know what Lyft is going to do. Expect booking to up 20% year over year. What about before? You see kind of what happened before as well. You're gonna have to plot the graphs a little bit. Mattel, let's see this. Gillette. Expect full year 0.5. Trying to look for things. Robin Hood. Maybe we'll do Robin Hood next week. Robin Hood 23314. Let's get Robin Hood Investor. Let's go here. And web presentation supplement. Let's see this. We announced all of that. There was a really great year. This is today. Everything was a strong start. We are very incredible, excited. Total revenue increased 27%. I think they dropped from last year. Let's see though. Transaction in net income, interest revenue. By putting your money into a trading platform, you get interest as well. You just by putting your money into 212, by putting money in your Robinhood account, you get interest as well. Even IBKR, you get interest. So you just have on trading 212, you have to turn on. You have to turn on interest on cash. Okay, you get around 3%. It used to be 4. Net income was that, EPS was that, operating expenses was the. This is for people who didn't turn on. If you didn't turn on your interest, it goes here. It goes to this person, Robinhood. So if you turn it on, they might not get so much. Investment account up 8. Platform net deposit grow 19%. Robinhood Gold. Repurchase were 100 million represent 0.8. Repurchase were total repurchase approximately 22. So they bought back a lot of their shares at 40. Let's read this a little bit. It's nice to know what price they bought their shares back. So it acts as a support line after. Share repurchase were 100 million, representing that at an average price of 119. So they bought a little bit here. Since starting our share repurchase in Q3, Total repurchase were 900 million, representing approximately all of that, an average price of 40. So the last time they bought back their share is 119. So it looks like they just buy their share anytime they want, really. Let's look at Robinhood. 119. So they bought right at the top here. Yeah. Yeah. They bought right at the top here. They bought it anytime they want without waiting for a nice price. So it's been lower than where they bought now. Okay. Full year result, total revenue 52%. That's good. Net income, diluted EPS highlight, platform for active traders. Share repurchase were representing. Wallet share, this is crypt. Okay. Global finances, they are coming to the UK, launching their ISA account soon. Retirement account increase 100, cash sweep margin book, option, crypto, event. Net deposit was up, margin, all of that in connection. Where is the outlook is here, guys? It's very long. The paragraph provides information. We're not providing a 2026 total outlook and have not reconciled because we are unable to predict with certainty what's going to happen. And these items are not limited to our expenses designed to accelerate product and grow revenue. They expense improve in growth in investment. They always spend money. Can you see people always spend money in themselves? Drive rapid growth. Our outlook is 2.6 to 2.7, representing 18 over year growth. They spend a little bit more at the midterm. The expense doesn't include the credit loss and all of that. Actual result material from Outlook. So there's no Outlook for Robinhood. Okay. Let's look at last year. Is there, let's see, presentation. Let's look at the transcript. Transcript is not out yet. We will look at the transcript later. Some of these things are not out yet. This is February. Let's look at the presentation. So we are building a track record of profitable growth. 68% year over year revenue, 52. This is a trading platform. Imagine this is 212. 20% growth, 76% growth, 993, 35, 1%. Our product velocity increased significantly. Now they've got like all of these from crypto and all of that. Active users, wallet, number one, active users, global financial system, social trading index, Robinhood Legends, predictable prediction market. They are trying to come up with a gambling market, prediction market. Number one, you wallet share, family, private markets, global options, the UK launch, all of that, multi-currency account, stable coin, tokenization, ISA, SIP. And now they're going to come with tokenization, Robinhood Chain, launch in new markets other than the UK. Funded customer increase, platform, retirement. We continue to add value to Robinhood Gold. Subscribers grow. 333% charge cashback on all categories. Management fees capped at 250 a year. Robinhood Gold subscribers, all of that. Net deposits were okay. Net deposits were we continue to gain market share 0.9, 1.1, all of that. Okay, net total revenue, transactions, net interest, adjusted operating expense, net income, rule, we corporate, all of that. Balance was strong. We returned 100 million. Let's read this. 100 million by repurchasing some shares. Then are they going to repurchase more? We have 590 million to deploy, and we will continue to repurchase shares in Q1 with flexibility to accelerate if market condition warrant. So they have this left to buy by the end. They didn't really give a deadline. Okay. Funded people, equity, crypto, all of that. Every month you get to see, and this is January time. 280, 227. Okay, let me show you some interesting statistic. Yeah. Okay, let me show you some interesting statistic. You can see the time you should buy shares is when no one wants to buy. Okay, Robinhood is a retail trader's account. Okay, so you can see you should go all in when no one wants to buy anything. Wow, this is beautiful. But let me show you. Um, yeah, it's a strategy, it's a trading strategy that no one is going to show you. So, for example, what we do like to see is, let's say, total trading volume, for example, when no one wants to trade anymore, like equity, no one wants to trade anymore. That's quite important. When no one wants to trade crypto anymore, that's where you want to start buying. What else? So these two is stocks and crypto. What else? Daily options, crypto margin book, all of that. This is it. So in order for you to know whether you are gonna make money or not, by just looking at if everyone is trading. If everyone is trading, you're not gonna make money. If no one is trading, that's where you make money. Yeah, let's have a look. So, for example, November last year, 147 people were trading. That's a lot. 2024. 149. A lot of people are trading. This is December, just big time high. 144 January time, you'll be like, oh, it's quite high. February 142 is still quite high. And then suddenly March, no one wants to trade anymore. It's only 125. Okay. And you know what happened in March? A lot of markets actually bottom in March. The tariffs comes and stuff like that. So no one wants to do anything with trading. They want to quit. So when people want to quit trading, is where you get in. Okay, March is actually the bottom for many, many stocks. Yes, it's a bottom for many, many stocks. Actually, it's not April. March is actually a lot of stocks bottoms as well. Yeah, and March and April, but March is a lot of stocks do bottom in April. So you can when everyone wants to quit trading, they'll be like trading is a scam, which is where happened equity here. No one wants to trade anymore. When everyone run away, they want to quit trading. They spread people. They be like, oh, let's all quit trading together. When they say that, that's where a lot of people is gonna make millions. Yeah, a lot of people is gonna make. Oh, this like, oh, let me. This is too difficult. It's too difficult. That's where a lot of people is gonna make a lot of money because at the right time in March, the chances are if you close your eyes and if you bought any stocks, you're gonna make money. That's how crazy it is. You close your eyes, you buy any stock, you're gonna make money. But obviously, we don't just want to close our eyes. We want to buy, we want to buy some powerful stocks, especially for apprentices. So there's April 157. And what about today? Look at this. Today we have record number of people trading stocks, 227. It's one of the highest kind of um, you know, like, ever because it's a new year, people just get in like that. One of the very high numbers. So it's one of the, really, really high. Okay, interesting. So like a crypto. Crypto is the same 35, 30. What is this? 20, 14, 19. Crypto 8.7 is the bottom. April. No one wants to buy crypto. They say crypto is a scam. Crypto was crashing all the way last year, April to what number? 60, 60, 60, 70. Yeah, 60, 70, I think last year. It just crashed to 70. And everyone thinks it's a scam. And everyone's like, "Oh, let's just like pull out." And people who continue, they make a lot of money. 11, 14, 28, and then 28, 28, they all go in today, 22. It's quite high as well. So if you want to be like, is this a bottom? This has to go like, you know, really low. So remember in March you want to look for Robinhood in February to see what is people doing in February. Yeah, I like to look at trading platforms, sometimes even IBKR, if they give us, we're gonna do that. Even, a lot of platforms like we I think we're using Fidelity. They also show us how many people are trading and investing. You remember Fidelity on my website, I show you. The less people trade, the more you want to get in there. When the more people trade, the more you want to run, basically. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah, interesting, powerful strategy called a sentimental strategy that no one is going to teach you this. And that's actually what happened for people who don't believe. You can see in March time and in Any stocks really in March is the bottom of the market. 10th of March, can you see? It's the bottom. If you get in 10th of March, I would say congratulations. You are the same people who got on 7th of April. It's the same. You just have to have like the guts to hold it. Go up, happy, and then come back down and hold it, and then you celebrate. It's always like that. Yeah. You can't look at it every day. Once you go in, you can't look at it every day. You're gonna be yeah, anyway, so that's kind of what happened. Not just Robin Hood, anything is like that. Let's go back to what is that? What is that? Where are we? We are talking about what stock are we talking about? Robin Hood. Oh, the page is gone. Guys, page is gone. Let me see where's the page. Oh, where's the page? That's crazy. Anyway, let's open the page again. We are on presentation, I think. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we were there just now showing you some trading strategy. You know, crazy. Total platform assets. Um, because if you're not investing, somebody else is going to invest your money, by the way. You know, your banks is investing your money if you're not investing them. And AI is coming in. You know, you if you don't do this, you think your job is going to save you. Unfortunately, your job is not going to save you. You know, if you look at the jobs report, we have the highest number of unemployed in years this year. Highest number. AI is coming to eat all of your jobs. So, and they can't eat trading and investing because you let your money to work for you. So very good. Now let's go to another quarter. And how do you know this year or every month so you can see what happened every month? Let me have a look. If they show us every month. So latest all financial reports, events, monthly. Yeah, they have this monthly thing going on. So it's good. So you get to see every month what are people doing. Let me show you. Funded customer, total platform, net deposit. All of this. Equity. You can see, in March time, no one trade. And you see, March, no one was doing nothing. This is the equity. Crypto, April, no one wants to do it. That's why you want to do it. When it's the highest amount of people doing it, you call it a day. Let me show you more of this so you can see more of this beautiful thing. So we are on which month now? So Robinhood, the first page, go to overview, and they have these monthly metrics. So you get to see that every month. Let's view additional monthly material. Let's view more of them. Shares, December month to date trading volume. Yeah, very powerful stuff. So if let's look at last year, it's also very similar. If I give you any other year, very similar stuff. PDFs, Excel, January, March, December. Okay, let's look at this one. See what is this? Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? This is like what we are seeing here. Okay, this is quite a interesting stuff. Okay, so this is 2023. Let's have a look. Okay, use our same strategy again one more time. Type in the chat box for me. We're gonna look at type in the chat box for me. Which month would you get into trading? Okay, so based on that, tell me which month would you get into trading, and let me see if you're gonna make money or not. Okay, type in right now. Type in the chat box right now. By looking at this, it's crazy. This is 2023, 2022. That's crazy. That's how powerful our strategy is. You might get it wrong. That's fine, but I think you're gonna get it right. Type in the chat box. Which month would you get into trading? It's crazy. Let's see. Let's see if you're gonna aim the bottom beautifully. Wow. I want to say congratulations to you for your patience, guys. I admire your patience a lot and adore your patience a lot. Um, wow. I'm so grateful for your patience. So good. Anyway, so what do, you look at the equity and you look at crypto, yeah? That's how you do it. You look at equity and crypto. You don't look at anything else. The rest is just, you know, the rest is okay, but it's not the best. That is chat box for me. When would you get into crypto or equity? Or even while you're eating, you know, it's fine. It's good for the throat. Wow, crazy that. So powerful. Our sessions are so powerful, it's crazy. Anyway, let me show you. You know, people will pay a lot of money to learn this. I give you some really incredible strategies. So if you say, so what do? You go to crypto, you look for the lowest one. So obviously this is just December. So if you say December, I want to say congratulations. Let's have a look. So you're gonna look for the lowest one. May, if you say May, I want to say congratulations to you because this May is actually quite low. Wow, this is real low. You know, 1.2 is real low. Would you agree? Yeah, September is real low, and 2.44663. Looks at equity. Yeah, equity is the same. You look for the lowest one. 38 is okay. Um, 38 is okay. And for the this is nice. 66, 69, 66, 44. So you can see it's a huge drop here. September, there's a huge drop here. So let me look at the chat box. Before I look at the chat box, let me show you what happened, okay? So this is 2023, okay? Mainly, I would say September and April, May here as well, okay? November, I will show you later, okay? 2022, I will show you later. So if you have said that number, any stocks is fine, but in this case, I'll just look at Robinhood just for easier purposes. So I just want to say to a lot of you, if you say the date correctly, let me see if you're gonna make money or not. Wow, let me see. So we've got September. Okay, a lot of people talk about September here. So if you have bought at September around there, I want to say congratulations. Can you see you say September right there? Or if you have said even in June time, you know, May time, even here is fine, guys. Honestly, if you have say anything around here, I want to say congratulations to you already because this is actually the bottom. A lot of the stocks, these are actually the bottom. So it's just around May, you know, around May time and a beautiful September. So let me show you again. Go back there. Where is it? And you see September is really low. When people want to quit, they say, you know what? This is enough now. Don't have the patience. When people want to quit, you make huge amount of money like you never can calculate. This is the bottom of the market. You literally aim oh, what happened? Anyway, you literally just aim the bottom of the market. The market was crashing. It was like, what's going on? Everyone's still doing it. Everyone's still doing it. But crashing was like, what's going on? Guys, what are we? Are we on the same year? Okay, let's do it again. I think we're on a different year. Let me do it one more time. 2023, let me say one more. Oh, September. Excuse me. September is here. Okay. It's the same. September is just right there. There's a support, you know, that's where everyone wants to quit. That's where you will get in like that. And then another one will just in the May and March time. Okay. So this is just March time a little bit there. May time, April time, just right there. Okay. So it's just the bottom, just right there. So we look at the same date. Let's look. This is just give you a hint, what's supposed to happen. Obviously, we use our powerful strategy to really find out more, but this just give you a hint. Where's the page? Just give me a minute. Where's the page? Where's the page? I keep losing the page. Wow, that page keep going. Okay, let's do one more time. Metrics December. Wow, this page is gonna go missing. So we're just talking about the lowest one. Oh, what happened? Let's see one more time. 2020, 23. Here, December. Cool. So you can see the lowest one is 1.2. This is in September time when everyone wants to get out. You're like, what's going on? Now, remember, you will only know about September in what month? In October, because it's like you wouldn't know February right now. So you can only once you study September, you see the lowest low that you never seen. Then October you add. So you add at the bottom. Make sense? So you always 1 month in advance. So that's how powerful that is. So you add in October. October, this is September. You don't do nothing in September because you don't know what happened in September. It's just like in February. You will not know how many people trace in February until we are in 2nd of March. So that's where you go in. You go in October time. So yeah, October, September. So can you see at the bottom? This is October here. October, September. You just at the bottom, just right here. That's what happened. Okay. So congratulations to a lot of you who said that. But let me just continue. So even if you said another month where that is not so low, that May around 2.1 49. Where is it? Okay, it's a bit. Let me see. Trading volume equity. The lowest one was 44. The next lowest one was around April time, but the crypto was quite high. Yeah, April and May time. Okay, April and May time. So you either know it in May, because in May you know that April was quite low, so you can get in May. If you get in May, because look, May, we are May now, but you don't know May. You know April because it's 1 month in advance, 1 month before. So you do 38. So you'll be like, oh, this is one of the lowest that we have ever seen. So in April, so in May, you buy it as well. So you will be like, wow, where are we? May was just around. Yep. We're just there oscillating for some time. So in April, you'll be like, okay, you bought it here. You also aim the bottom, exactly the same bottom as that. Okay, exactly the same bottom as that. So you'll be buying there. And what else? I will show you another year. This is 38, 46, 38. Okay, let me show you another year real quick. Okay, so give me a minute. So let me just say congratulations first. So, okay, let's see. It'd be tricky for people to get it, but let's see. What week? So if you say April, well done. If you say April, that means you go in, you make monies as well. April, what inbox are you munching? Theo. December, if you say December, also really good. December is also true. If you bought in December, means you would have bought in January time. So if you bought in December, it's also very true. Well, December, January was just, yeah, December was just at the bottom here. You will just start seeing in January. January was just right there. It's also the bottom. So I want to say congratulations as well if you say December. So well done. We got Carlo, well done. We have Rupert, September, well done. We have Patrick. December is true. Reshma, also well done. Michelle, Parting, Nora. The graph is 2022. Well done. So let me show you another year. Okay, one more time. Let me show you one more time. Okay, this is what happened, and then just click another one, and let's click on that. Let's click on. Let's click on lay a bit more. They have so many things. Let's see. I think the same thing. They have 3 types of metrics. What's going on here? What's this? Okay, just give me a minute. There's a lot of things going on. Let me see which is which. So, 2020, 22. We don't have 2022, guys. Let's get January. Okay, it's a new company, I think. They don't have 2022. That's a bit tricky. Oh, they have. Okay, cool. So very similar here. You literally just do what we do there. You look for the lowest one, kind of look at crypto, kind of like look at the lowest one. You'll be like, wow, what's going on? You can see September, and here is really low. Would you agree? 2022, exactly what we talked about just now, was quite low here in the crypto side. September and October. So you see September used to be 6,555. You'll be like, wow, why is only 3.6? So you knew in September, but you only knew in October. So you would have gone in October. Okay. So if you go into crypto in October 2022, let me show you what's gonna happen. What is this? Crypto. Let's go to Bitcoin 2022. Crypto and stock is very similar. So I'm just going to show you like that. Um, where are we? Yeah. So October 2022. So I want to say congratulations to all of you. It's right at the bottoms as well of the market. There's no bottom here. Everyone is still buying here. The real bottom is when people scared. They panic. They'll be like, this is enough now. Yeah. So that you make a lot of money when people are texting you and say scared, been waiting long time, you have to wait, wait, and suddenly you got it. Okay, September time, October time. So to say congratulations. Stocks 60, 50, 48. If you've been getting in July, it's very good. July, that means you get in August. 48, 46 is even lower. 46, 44, 38. Yeah, you get into any of that is really good. We'll probably go for the lowest one, which is just in 38, just right there. Yeah, and January went back up. A lot of people say 38 just now. Good, 38, you are at the, let's see, for stocks, if you are 38, you will be at where? Yeah, you were just recovering here. You're just at the bottom. You just literally recover December. Literally just recover the bull market. Welcome to the bull market. Okay. So well done. What about now? Let's talk about what about now? What about now? Show me now. Show me now. I've just show you. I just show you just now. I'll show you. Let me show you now. Let me show you. Obviously, we can't see the February one. We kind of see February in March later. So just remind me to look at for March one. Okay. So let me open this. What is this? This is metrics. What is this? What is this? Yeah, for in March, you see the March suddenly drop. You'll be like, let's get in there. Okay. So right now, what about crypto? So this is April. This is May. Okay, let's get what we got now. Um, what we wouldn't do, we wouldn't get in just right at the top. So let's click on this December. Let's see what's going on here. Oops. Q4. Okay, nothing much. And we've got Excel, PDF, monthly PDF press release. Yep. So we got a December one. So that's kind of what happened a little bit there. Okay. Okay, interesting. And then let's go to the latest one. The latest one is on the official website, which is go to Robinhood Investor. And then just click on that, click overview. And an overview, they give you the monthly, isn't it? Let's click on that. See if they have the monthly for January. Not really. Let's go back. Monthly January. The January one was here. Supplement including monthly metrics. Okay. Additional monthly metrics. Okay. It's kind of there, which we saw just now. Let's do it one more time for you. Click earning presentation. February 10. And is here. January. Where is it? Okay, that we saw is one of the highest, that we kind of like ever seen. 227. Everything is at all-time high. Yeah, interesting. Cool. So in March, we're gonna see kind of what kind of happened and stuff like that. Really interesting. Cool. Awesome. So let's continue. So we're just reading that for a minute. Is it more than 30% year-over-year growth? I think so. Yeah, we're trying to look whether it's 30%, isn't it? So let's go to Robinhood and type if it's more than 30% year-over-year. Go to Robinhood markets and then just go on to, they haven't update yet. Let's do it next week. They haven't update yet. We kind of have to like read it a little bit. Anyway, is it going down? Not so much. Robinhood, Gillette sector. Robinhood, is it going down? Real estate, face softline, Coca-Cola sluggish, home improvement firm beat. Wow, home improvement. Reaffirm, it means it's the same. Heightened Jafaki weak. Okay, let's get this. Inside weak. Trying to look for things to short, Expect between, well below. You could probably short this. What is this? This is a therapeutic company. If it's all-time high, we can short this inside. Let's click on that and click on this. Yeah, it's actually an all-time high, I think. Not all-time, but okayly high. Healthcare company. Interesting. So the last time we have a small drop on Thursday, it's not even dropping. Let's read it to see why is it like this. Skin disorder. 750, expect 8, cautious. Softer guidance. Vitiligo and dermatitis. Blood cancer. Expect 322 above 3. We kind of have to plot the graphs. To plot it. What else? Site beats quarterly strong. Global slide on week 2026 AI concern. Let's get this AI global. Is a leading in financial investor company. So forecast profit and is over AI-driven disruption sweeping through the software and services, pushing their shares to the lowest. Company is grouped within the software service sector because it's core operation. ASP was pulled into the broad meltdown. Our AI anxiety is gonna linger unless it's a good explanation on the call. Mm, expect full year to be 19 compared to analyst. For fourth quarter, growth rate slow. Say it was under pressure. If you want to know, because a lot of these software companies are being killed big time, like Microsoft was killed big times, like a lot of things, software, Snowflake, all of that. Software stock is the worst stocks that you can see right now because they think AI is gonna replace. So if you read the transcript, you will know whether AI is gonna replace all this software because AI can write the software themselves. Shares falling a little bit. I was uncertain whether AI will ultimately depend on software, but market pricing is expressing very bearish. Some analysts say all of that. The company mirror forecast tech companies are ramping up bond. The couple of SP Global. Crazy. Crazy. SP Global. If SP Global drop, Microsoft is gonna drop. Microsoft. Yeah. Not really. So SP Global. Where is this? Like that? Yup, 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 yup. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, it's drop big time, guys. Yeah, drop big time. Yeah, read the transcript a little bit, trying to see if this is just a fake drop or proper drop. The guidance is not dropping big time. Where's the guidance? 19.94. It's a little bit of drop of the guidance. And extreme fears, this is gonna recover as well. Eventually, Coca-Cola first this earning Axalta outlook issued. Margin chip maker misses quarterly revenue. Radiant revenue fall. Revenue guidance reaffirm. Q1 weak guidance. Lowest profit. Crown slows on inflation. Revenue backturn earnings outlook. Fall revenue miss. Monday.com. Top motor cars revises earnings. Let's look at that. Chris Edgeware, Ribbon, Top, Plan, Marvel, Amazon, Molina, Campbell, Coty provides earning guidance. Let's get Coty. Peloton flat, subdued demand. Can short Peloton. Weak fiscal outlook, signal memory tightness. Updates earning guidance, scan source. Maximals, Peloton, we've done that. Scan source. Carrier Global, Peloton Thompson, Conoco Phillips, Volkswagen overtook Tesla as Europe top EV car. Malibu, Camper. Okay, okay. Snap, Boston Scientific share falls. Novo shares, gloomy outlook. Boston Scientific. Amcor. Okay, so look. Mattel. This is a little bit drop. A little bit. XP Global. Noel Brands. Down 1% is not a lot. Full year down alongside with down 1%, but Q1 estimate decline 3 core normalize. Appears back half weighted. Not a lot. Backton Deacon might be able to do these. Lowest is annual after the sales of his biosciences. Fiscal 12 from his previous 14. We continue. We expect 80% of China. We also tariffs push down infusion quarter. This is interesting. Might be able to do this. From 12 to 14. How much is 2 divided by 14? Probably less than 7. 2 divided by 14. Let's look at monday.com. Expect 3.8. So 1.45, 1.48. This is also shortable, monday.com. Motor cars 750. Operating income. We need to know what happened before. Molina Health. Expect 92. Have anyone done anything? What should we short or buy? Premium 42 below analysts. Coty INC. Expect decline mid single digit due to consumer. Peloton. Might be able to do Peloton. Cut 11 demand. What is about the guidance? Weak demand plunging to a lowest level. Struggle with equipment sales, cut 11 workforce, under pressure, high prices. Yeah. Qualcomm. Both at the midpoint. Handset. Scan sources guidance, expect 3, previous 3.1. What about the EPS? Otherwise, we can short these as well. Scan the C. Sales is lowered from 3 to 3.1 net sales. Need to know the EPS. Novo shares. Boston Scientific. Revenue just below expectation. Outlook. Revenue growth marking deceleration from the 15. Overshadow. Reported. First quarter expect 78% compared with analyst 79%. Yeah, the thing is they don't really give us the difference between now and then, so it's a bit difficult. Let me show you how to do it for those who are new. Boston Scientific, for example, click investor, and you want to compare quarter to quarter to see whether it's good to short. You make a lot of money when you do the homework. You make a lot of money when you find something that is huge. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. And you just click your button if you find something that is huge. So open that. So the guidance was, let's see if this is guidance. So the guidance versus 10 full year estimate. Okay, this is 10. What about before? Where's the guidance? Estimate full year versus previous to be approximately 20% on the reported and 15% on a full year. Exclude all of that, and then the EPS is 1.97. What about now? 2026 to be only 10, so it's almost dropped half. So we're going to short this. And what about the EPS? The net sales growth, approximately 10 versus the 10 reported 8 on organic basis versus it to be approximately. I don't understand this sentence. EPS to be 0.78 and this EPS to be 0.77. Depends, there are two types of GAAP is 0.48. GAAP didn't really give GAAP. Net sales growth versus periods to be approximately 10 on the reported basis and 10. Yep, that's about that. So let's just copy that and I'm going to click short. A lot of people found this already. They probably short it since February 4th. Boston Scientific. And click on that. And this is the latest one. The before was, look at salary. Look, yeah. February 2026, the salary is only 10%. Okay, they say it there. It's only 10% growth. But previously, which is October 22nd, is what growth? Where is it? Where's the outlook? It's a bit fast, a bit fast, a bit fast. Where is it? Yep, guidance. So you can see approximately net sales for the full year to be 20% and 15%, almost half of the drop. So stock should drop half. Okay, so let's put it on there. This is before. And then what about this? Let's copy that as well. The GAAP was like that, the EPS, and this EPS was like this. The way they calculate the EPS is a bit different, but we're just gonna get it. Yep. So let's see if it's the same. So estimate adjusted EPS, estimate including credits, one is 3, one is 0.75. What's the difference? The company estimate, okay, this is the whole year. The whole year is 3.43, okay? The whole year is 3.02. Adjusted EPS excluding certain charges, estimate each is in the range. You need to use ChatGPT to understand what it's just saying. One is 1.97, one is 3. One is the one with credits. Okay, one is credit one. Okay, let's just get this without the credit part. So if I do the one without the credit part, this is the first quarter. The first quarter is 0.78. The fourth quarter is 0.77. Yeah, we're just gonna like 3.43. And this one was credit is 3.02. Let's copy that. Yeah, this 3.43, you're gonna compare with credits to weak credits. Okay, EPS was growing a little bit, but the revenue wasn't growing so much. So it's still a short since February. Okay. So you do the people who shorted February who do the homework by themselves. A lot of students already did it. Let's see what's going to happen. Like that. So 4th of February, let's pretend you miss the 4th. You get under the 5th. Yeah, just going down like that. What is the target? The target's probably, yeah, half of the price, remember, because the growth half. So 8 half, or probably top half, 11 half is around there. Okay, cool. Depends on the EPS. So you need to plot a little bit more to see it a little bit nicely. Okay, do the homework. It's very powerful for you. So this is 10th of February. We have a short. Okay, short this. Try on your practice account if you want. Yeah, make sure you're doing a practice account. So there's still a few left. So I have done one for Boston. There is scan source. I think it's still okay to kind of short. Is net sales was dropping a little bit. Okay, let's get the scan source very quickly. All right. So you go on scan source and type investor, and then you go on like quarterly information. Just lagging a little bit. So we've done that. Let's go to the next one. Then the scan source. Peloton. Oh, Peloton as well, actually. Peloton. Let's do Peloton. Investor. Peloton investor. This one. Yeah. And you click on this is Peloton. Let's click this first. 2026. This just you see Q2 come first, so go to Q2 February, and it's a technology company. And good guidance. So 3.1, 140, 150, 80, 80. A little drop, but technology company is supposed to go up. What company is this? Technology. What kind of company is gross margin, net sales was all of that. All technology companies are very strong. If this is not strong, it's a bit tricky. So it's okay. The shorting is this scan source is kind of okay because all of the technologies companies are super strong. And while this is so many, while this is like 3.1 and 3 is actually dropping. 1.5, this one they can adjust. So why is it like this? What company is this? Scan source, leading technology distributor, complex converging today financial sector. What do they do? What do they do? It is a payment technologies, be tricky communication, hardware, software. Okay. Peloton, let's get Peloton. We can show Peloton. Let's go this read release. Okay, let's read that. Announce leadership update. They fire the leaders. Let's go to news. Stock quote governments filing quarterly result. We click that and we click on that. Let's see Outlook. Very simple. We look at which one? Connect the total revenue to be 600, decrease of 1%. Wow. Last time, the revenue Outlook revenue as reported year range 2425 51. Okay, what is this? Are you giving me the whole year? The Outlook full year. What is full year? Full year is a 2.4 full year. This is 2.4. 2.44. Okay, they drop a little bit on the top. 255 to 244. Let's get the margin. 53. 51 margin was okay. 450, 500. 400, 450. That was increased a little bit. 275. It's a free cash flow. We have to read like that. With total revenue 2.4, 2.4. Not a massive drop. Yeah, no massive drop. Not a crazy drop. Full year, let's read it properly. So this is range 24, 51, 400. Wow. The full year 24, 53. What is this? 24, 51, 450. 400. Yeah, not a massive drop. Can't shop Peloton, unfortunately. Coty. Okay, let's do the last one. This is a Coty. This is Coty, and then type investor. This is the last one, guys. Let's see. If you do the homework, you come here and tell me what to buy, what to sell, we can go into that straight away beautifully. And you will learn lots as well, and you get to already do the stock straight away. This on the week 4 training. Let's click on that. And let's click on second quarter. What is the first quarter? This is a second quarter press release. What are the first quarter? Anyway, let's do the investor quarterly result. Why is it like this? Second quarter result. The first quarter. Oh, like that. Wow, the way they put things. So Coty is what company? Is a like a beauty company. But let's see. It's a beauty company. Outlook. Let's see. Expect all of that. Expect all of that. Expect all of that. All of that. The outlook is not withdrawing is full year guidance. That's not good. Only giving Q3 right now. They're thinking Q3 is going to decline mid-single digit, primarily due to weakening in consumer sales. Growth at the low, mid to mid consistent. We estimate all of that. Consumer will be up low single digit, Q3 like that. Okay, so let's just take that Q3 then. Decline by a mid-single digit percentage. What about the one before? Outlook. Consistent, expect a gradual improvement of sales. Actively expect Q2 to be more favorable at the end. Also negatives as well. Consumer improvement. Quoting estimate a low single digit, low to mid single digit. Sales return to growth. Expect a gradual profit warning. Strong. Okay. So both are negative. Both are decline mid-single digit percentage. And this one also kind of say mid-single digit percentage. Coty. Let's see. This is a beauty company. Wow, what's going on this? Like that. That's crazy. You can see that when things are declining, it's like that. Okay. Now, if you're doing the guidance beautifully, you will see that the guidance increased big time here. Suddenly, never seen before, guidance decreases. So you'll keep shorting them very happily. Yeah, when you read the guidance properly, because you will see for the very first time, they reduce their guidance, just like Zoom, just like Peloton, reduce their guidance just right at the top, at the very top. Yeah, if you do it vigorously. Awesome. I think that's about it, everyone. Last one will be Monday.com. Let's see on Monday. Firm dilute. Expect 338. Fact 343. 1.45. Wow. Monday.com is crazy as well. Let's see on Monday.com. We're gonna click on that. You just compare salary basically. And I just want to close. Full year 145. Where is it? Third quarter. Full year 1226, still growing. And 167. 165. Let's be tricky, isn't it? It's dropping here. 275, 300. Everything dropped other than revenue. 1226, 145. Okay. Everything dropped other than revenue. What's the reason though? Models.com turn strategy. AI work platform. Deliver another strong year. Foreign exchange rate. Okay. Yeah, just one. Just one company we found. Yeah. Awesome. That's it, everyone. Stay tight. Um, hope we learned something new today. I'll see you very soon. Many thanks. I'll let you know. Yeah, reply. Many thanks. I'll let you know. And do trade. Awesome. So Theo say thank you. Andrew say thanks. Louis, well done. Shivani, you're welcome. On the apprentices, we're gonna do a lot of things together. We'll place a lot of trades together. So actually, this is the best time ever to get into apprenticeship because we're gonna do a lot of things together beautifully. You're welcome. What company do we found? We found this Boston Scientific to short. Put it on your for those who are new, put it on your practice account and click short straight away. Short it till end of March, according to seasonality. All right. So we see. Alumni, see you later. Jay, you're welcome. Nisha, how are you doing? We got Mickey, long time. Hope you are doing well, Mickey. Congratulations, Mickey. And well done. Welcome on board. Evelyn, nice. Alvin, long time. Alvin, I hope you place it. It's fine. We can do action here. Nora, we're Barry. You're welcome, Barry. Welcome. Stan, how have you been? Hope you make some profit on cattle. Stan, send me a text, Stan. Let's get you to the next level. We have RuPaul, Jack, we have Andrew, Shivani, you're welcome, Lakshma. So today we say bottom or top, right? What we say top, bottom or top? So today what will we say bottom or top? Today, um, almost top. Awesome. Hope you learned something new. Thank you so much, Ting. You're welcome. You guys are doing so well. So grateful for you guys. Sit tight. Okay. See you soon. Bye bye. Do the homework next week. Tell me what to show. All right. Bye bye. Carlos say powerful. You're welcome, Carlos. We're waiting for you. I mean, you're gonna cook for me, sourdough. Nice. Apprentices get to cook for us. I mean, let's get you to a proper level. Well done. Sharon, hope you are doing well. Let's go to a higher level as well. Awesome. Speak to you soon. It's crazy. I keep eating today. So bad. Well done, everyone. So good to see you guys. So grateful to see you guys. Next week, let's see, okay? Your homework. Nice. Awesome. Bye bye. See you guys soon. Let me kick these people. Remove these people. Okay, bye bye.